Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the AnCan Art Friends. As always, it is so good to be with you here tonight. We want to thank you so much for your flexibility in allowing us to reschedule this class. We know you've had, a little art fix, so we're going to take care of that tonight. And Hannah, our incredible Hannah, who you remind us of what we're doing tonight, which is the ocean as your hair is blue. So, as always, and you look great, would you walk us through what we're doing, what we need, and how we can do it?
Thank you. Thank you, Alexa, for the fabulous introduction, as always. Let's do this, okay, guys? Deep sea ocean, all right? There's a lot of crazy things down there, unknown things, but we're going to paint a view looking up from the bottom, okay? So we're going to have fun with all of this texture down here, acrylic paints, okay? Now I have an assortment of little sea creatures, okay? But if you have an idea where maybe you want to do a shark, maybe you do want to do like a giant tentacle squid, okay? Let me know. I would love to walk you through how to do those particular sea creatures, okay? Have fun with this, okay? There's a lot of light coming through, so I'll teach you guys how to do that part as well. Um, Other than that, I hope you guys have fun, all right? Deep sea ocean, there's a lot to explore out there. And I hope you guys enjoy next class too, because it's kind of sort of related. It's like outer space theme, deep sea, outer space. I don't know. I don't know. In my head, it's related, okay? But that's probably because there's unidentified objects in both arenas. That's probably why it's related in my head. Anyway, let's get started. I'll walk you through what you'll need for today's class. Of course, you're going to need something to actually paint on. So this particular canvas is 8 by 10 inches. However, if you want to do 9 by 12, that's a good size too. Even smaller is totally fine too. Just be sure to scale down your brushes if you do too much smaller than that. Or even the opposite way, okay? If you decide to do a large picture, scale up your brushes too, okay? Other than that, we're gonna want brushes, of course. So for this one, 8 by 10 and 9 by 12, I am gonna be using a flat 3/4 inch brush. Here it is, you can kind of see it. Flat 3/4 inch, and we're gonna do the entire background in this brush, but then later on, we're gonna switch it up to some smaller brushes. So the two teeniest, tiniest round brushes you can find. So one of them is like a size 0, maybe. The other one's maybe like, oh, it says like it's a size 6, but that's not a 6. It's like a 2 or something. Whatever your smallest brushes are. So 4, 2, 0, or even smaller if you can find it. That would be great. Colors. Let's talk colors. We're going to want white, of course. We have a lot of darkness in the ocean. This is deep, right? This is deep water. So we're gonna want a black, so black paint, whether it's jet black or I happen to find like this pavement color, anything like that. Totally fine. Black, white, blue. We're painting the ocean, so let's get some blue in there. But we're also going to want some kind of teal or turquoise or aqua, something like that. My usual go-to color is this one called Laguna. I guess it's like a teal color. I always interchange the two colors. I forget which one is which. In my head, they're both the same. Turquoise, uh, teal. In my head, they're both the same, even though I know that they're not really the same. As long as it's somewhere along those parameters, you're fine. Okay. Other than that, those are really the only colors we're going to be using. Unless you want to throw in a little bit of purple, like for your jellyfish, or any other color for your jellyfish, that's fine too. Other than that, I always encourage you guys to have some creative freedom with your projects. Like I mentioned earlier, if you have another sea creature in mind, let me know, and I would love to show you how to paint that, even if I've never painted it before, okay? So any questions you guys have, please let me know. All right, we can get started. And of course, don't forget to get your water and your napkins, okay? Water, napkins, and then also like a palette or perhaps like paper plates, foam plates, wax paper, anything that is non-porous, and you'll do fine. Any questions before we begin?
Are the colors, did you put them in the chat?
Ooh, I can put them in the chat.
Or Alexa?
I'll put it in the
You know,
chat, Hannah. Go ahead. I'll put them in the chat.
people with cognitive issues.
No, you're good. Yeah, we can do that. Trying to get my screen to be bigger. How do I do that? Oh, I get out of gallery view. That's what I do. Okay. Are we good on questions? Are we? Now, I tend to just keep on talking and talking and talking, so please interrupt me. If you have any questions, concerns, I'm happy to help you guys with anything, okay? So very first thing we're going to do is mix up like an aqua color, but then also a light teal turquoise color, okay? And that's going to be for the very top color up here. So it's going to be very light up at the top and then much, much darker down here. So what's going to happen is we're going to put in a base color. You're not going to see any texture yet. We're going to put a base color of a light turquoise or aqua, light color, and then it's going to get darker. So down here, we're going to add that aqua color, that deep ocean color. Maybe that's what I'll call it. I'll call it our deep ocean color. We'll transition down here, and then we'll jump up again, and then we'll add all of this texture. I'll probably do a mixture of this brush, but then also my size number 4 round brush, or whichever one is the larger of the two. Okay, my size 4, and we'll do all of these brush strokes, and we'll go back and forth between white and teal and a little bit of blue. It's going to be a whole bunch of stuff because remember up here it sparkles. It's very sparkly, so your mind is not really going to it's not really going to understand exactly what's going on. All it sees is sparkles up there. Okay. And then after that, we're going to put in these light shades, like these like sun rays coming down. And we'll do that using our big brush. So some sun rays. So all that to say, okay, the whole reason we have these sun rays is because if you're like me, you probably want to get the background perfect and perfectly like a perfect gradient. However, we're going to want to rush through all that, but not totally rush, but like go kind of fast with that so that we have plenty of time for all of our sea creatures, okay? We want plenty of time for our sea creatures. So let's go ahead and mix this light teal and our deep ocean color. So 2 very different colors that are going to meet in the middle, all right? Once we start painting, they'll meet in the middle. So I'm going to grab my white and my teal. Now, if you happen to have a teal color that's already light, then that's perfect. Like you use that, you don't even have to do any work. For me, I do have to do some work. I've got to lighten this up. Come on. Pour a good amount because this is a pretty what's the word? Important color. So white, I'll just go ahead and there's this little spot right here. Put some white there. I'm gonna need a good amount of that too. I've got my blue. Now I found 2 different types of blues, but I don't remember which one I used. So I'm just gonna pick one. So it might be slightly different, it might not be different. We will see. And then black, or my black paint out. Now the black paint, a little goes a long way, so we really don't need nearly as much of that. And like I said earlier, we'll make a light teal and we'll make a deep ocean color, and then we'll meet in the middle. once we start painting at least. So I'm actually going to mix using one of my pointy brushes, one of my round brushes. It doesn't matter which one. I'm gonna get some good scoops here. It's really hard to measure, like verbally measure how much paint I'm using. So a little should go a long way.
Hannah,
Mhm.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you mind highlighting your art cam?
Yeah.
I have it spotlighted. You might have to change it to a different
Oh, I'm
view.
sorry. I
Yeah,
will do that.
I think that's the problem I had earlier.
Oh, I am so sorry.
No, you're
You're
okay.
good. You just got to change it to speaker
Oh,
mode.
y'all are so smart. Thank you.
We need people to ask questions like that.
Absolutely. We're here to help.
That was my MS brain.
There we go. I'm gonna make a good amount. I don't need a ton of it, but I do want to have enough. So I'll make a little bit more. I try to keep it in its little pile here. See how that goes. I don't want it to be too light. It seems to be pretty good. Okay. Now I'll leave that there for a second. And I'll give you guys a moment to create that color, and then we'll move on to creating our aqua color. I'm sorry, our deep ocean color.
What color are you calling that one?
The deep ocean color,
No, the one that you just made. What are you calling
Oh,
that?
this one? I'll call it light teal. Light teal. Yes, there it is. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse my mixing brush. There we go. Got my napkins. Rinse the mixing brush and then all right. Give you guys a moment to do that and then I'll move on. Now that deep ocean color, that's going to be a mix of the teal regular, just straight out of the tube, with blue and black. Please feel free to correct me if I keep saying the wrong name for this color. You'd think I would remember it by now, but no.
I'll call it Hannah Teal.
Yes, there you go. Call it the Hannah Teal.
Hannah.
It's whatever
The
she said.
Hannah Teal. Okay.
Sounds like a cool, like, Marvel superhero.
The Hannah Teal.
The
Yeah.
Hannah Teal. I know.
I
I'm
like
glad
the way
you've
Karen
corrected
does it.
me on the name.
The Hana teal. Like that sounds
No,
so
no,
Marvel.
the Hannah Teal. It sounds like a missile, but but
That's so
I'm glad it's
stupid.
Hannah because I knew someone named Hannah, and she made sure you had to say Hannah.
That's
So I
so
was
funny. I knew
Hannah.
somebody like that too.
Hannah sounds very New York, so I would think, well, I can't be saying it right. Hannah. Hannah.
That's funny
I'll
though.
think of Hannah and Hannah.
My grandma used to call me honey.
Honey, honey.
Honey, honey. All right, y'all. Let's make our deep ocean color. Now, if you really look close, you can see little moments where like that's probably a little extra blue added to it in some spots. Feel free to take liberties like that, okay? Like later on whenever we're painting. So I'm just gonna scooch a good amount of this over. That way I have plenty of more to add to it if I need it. I probably will need it. And then let's grab some of this, some teal. So let's start with about 50-50 and see how we feel about it. 50-50 of the blue and the teal. Now, personally, I love this color so much, but it still needs to be a little bit darker. We want a lot of it, okay? So make a good amount of it. Around 50-50. Now, your brand may be a little bit different, or your specific color might be a little bit different, so feel free to adjust it according to what you see. I'm not going to add the black just yet. And when I do add the black paint, it's just going to be a small amount, a very small amount.
Is this what are you using? Acrylic paints? You know, I don't have real acrylic paint, so
Mm.
pardon my brain, but
You don't have to apologize for your brain. It's okay.
it's true in this crowd. But you're using that's what you're using,
Yes,
right? Like
acrylic.
acrylic paint. So
Hmm.
I have to figure out what tool will be happy.
Yeah, something that'll blend your colors. Now I'll go ahead and add the black just a little bit. I can always add more, but you can't really take it out. I would rather be cautious. I'll add another tiny scoop. Not bad, not bad. Maybe I'll add a little bit more, just a little bit more. Tiny bit more. Oops. I think that's good. I can always darken it up. I think that's a good safe zone for me. I like how it's kind of like a bluish gray color almost. And I think, if I remember correctly, I think I did jump back and forth. And when I was trying to meld the two colors in here, I did jump a little bit back and forth between the teal and the blue. So we will be doing a small bit of that, but not too much. So just because I don't want to spend too much time on the background, because we have so many other sea creatures to make. So I am going to pick up my brush, so my flat brush now. And we will start off at the top here. So I am going to grab a little bit of water just so I have it on my brush. So not a whole lot. So just make sure it's wet. And then maybe tap a little off on your napkin. That way it's not like soaking. Tap a little off. And we'll start with the top and we'll make this U shape. So I want you to saturate your brush with the light teal. Go. Set that aside for a second. Light teal. Now up here at the top, that's where we have our light teal, and I'm going to make this U shape. And let's just squish the color down, really get it into the canvas. We're gonna go pretty far-ish with it. If you happen to go a little further than me, that's totally fine. You go not as far as me, that's okay too. Just make sure to have a pretty good amount there. And I say that because this area on the bottom of it, that's going to be our mixing area. Like some of that is going to blend in with our deep ocean color. So I'm really just going to squish it because I want to get that paint that's stuck in the middle. Better to go a little further than you think you need. I forgot to mention, feel free to take a screenshot if you feel like that would be helpful for you, just in case I move it and you need to see it. So screenshot or maybe take a picture of it with your phone. So I'll leave this here for a minute for you guys to do that. There. You guys doing okay with that? Those first few brush strokes.
Did you,
Huh?
pardon me for not paying attention? Because it's,
Okay.
it doesn't look at all like what you're gonna do. So that's gonna just be like the undercoat, and then you're gonna put other colors on top of it.
Yep, that's exactly it. We just want to have that like safe amount of color there.
Safe amount.
Yeah, it's like a safe space for color. It's an undercoat. It's like a base coat. That's a
I
better
know
way.
you said it all, but you know.
It's okay. I may not have. Okay. Now, while it's still wet, I want to get it while it's wet. All right. I'm going to, if you can, maybe grab some more of that light teal, more of that, because we're going to double dip now. So I got more of it. And let's double dip and let's grab some of our deep ocean. So our deep ocean color right here. We're going to go quite a bit below this area. So I would say this is probably the middle of my painting. So it's pretty low. And then we're going to brush, 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 brush. And then I'm going to start to squish my brush down. See that? Squish it down. And that helps to release that teal color that's in the middle so that it starts to blend. Release it by squishing and then just lightly feather it in. See how I'm just pressing lightly. Feather, feather, feather. And you can even reach all the way to the top up here. Feather, feather, feather. Feather, feather, feather. See, when I say feather it, I'm just pressing down lightly. You can see you can kind of see where the paint is taken off. Once you need to refill, I can see that I need to fill in this area here. So I'm going to refill using my light teal, and then again with the double dipping. Refill with the light teal, double dip again, and I'll start in the same area. Gotta move upwards a bit. I started out here. Brush, brush, brush. Squish it down. Squish it. That way I can get that teal that's really worked into the brush. And then feather, feather, feather. So go lightly with it. Now you're going to see that there's some areas that look a little bit wispy, like it's really not blended in that well. But guess what? We have all this texture on top of it. So we are going to cover that up. We're going to cover this. So if it is not, what's the word? It's not as nice of a gradient as you have in your head. That's okay. We have a lot to cover it with. So in fact, I'm not even gonna do much more than that. Like
When
I've reached all these areas up here, so I'm good.
so when you say gradient, do you mean like saturation? As if like what I mean by
Oh
saturation.
no,
Is
these are good
that
questions. No. When I say gradient, I mean like it's how gently does the color transition. So a gentle
oh, okay.
transition is the gradient.
Oh, okay. Not
Yeah.
so it's not saturation. I get it.
Now, saturation is like how bright is the color. Is it like, wow, I'm here? That means it's like very highly saturated. But if not, then it's very dull, not saturated. So that's something different from here. Now, once you are finished just putting your color up here, we can jump down here again and let's pick up our deep ocean color again, and let's go all the way down to the bottom. Told you we'd need a lot. So what? I'll pick up right where I left off. I'm still gonna make these swiping motions, but I'm still gonna feather it in some places. And I'm doing that because I know in the back of my head that there's still this little bit of teal in there. And it's just nice to see some of that teal, just a little bit of that teal peeking through. I mean, it's not anything we're gonna make a big deal out of, but it's just nice to see it come through.
You mean a big teal out of?
It's not.
It's a real big teal.
It's not a big teal. It's not a big teal, guys.
Maybe not to you, but to me it is.
It's not a big teal, Karen. I tell you guys, I love like corny stuff like that, like dad jokes. I love it. I once bought a book of dad jokes, but obviously the kids are gonna like roll their eyes at me. Now I'm gonna go all the way to the bottom. And one of the other reasons I want you guys to keep doing that motion, this back and forth motion, is because we are going to add a little bit extra blue in there using that same motion. And again, I don't want it to dry too much. We want it to be wet, so just do another minute or so. I know I'm kind of going fast, but we have sea creatures to create.
We have to let this dry first though, right?
Yeah, before the sea creatures, yeah.
I'm loving my background already.
Yay! Well, it makes me happy. I've always wanted to like go scuba diving.
Mhm.
I feel like I would be a chicken in the moment. Like in the moment, I would. No, I don't think I would back out, but I'd be very nervous though.
Because Jaws might be behind you, right?
No, I'm actually not afraid of sharks. I'm afraid of being left behind.
Oh,
Like, yeah, I'm not really. I would
chickened
love to
out.
meet it. What was that, Sharon?
I chickened out.
You chickened out
Yeah,
too?
I just
Man.
I got too claustrophobic, like all the water around me and the fish swimming around. I don't know.
It was too
Just-
much.
It just freaked me out.
I wonder if that's how I would be, like in the moment. Because you're right, like there's all this stuff going on around
Yeah.
you.
Just too much for me.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Has anyone successfully scuba dived?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. I even scuba dived in the dark.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
It was
On
the most
purpose?
peaceful thing it was the most peaceful thing in the world. You
Oh
go
my
under when it's still light out and it gets completely dark when you're under, and it's like
God.
super relaxing, and you can hear the snap crackle pop of the reef, and then you can see the fluorescence, the biofluorescence of the little tiny. It's really cool.
That
Super
is
relaxing.
so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You're not
love
doing like a technical dive when you're
Yeah.
in the dark, but it was really cool.
Oh,
I'd
okay,
highly
that is
recommend.
cool. Okay. Susie, were you going to say something?
Yeah, I did like a beginner's, like just
Water
the
dive.
like first level.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Discovery
like the
dive.
beginner. Yeah, I did that. So we didn't go very
Yeah.
deep or anything, but yeah, it was. I enjoyed that. It was very peaceful.
Oh,
That it
that's so cool.
You don't
Yeah.
have to go deep to see cool things. Like The deeper you
No,
go, the less light. So
True.
actually, if you get too
Yeah.
deep, it gets really dark. So
yeah,
That's
the discovery dive I think was deep enough for me. But yeah,
That's true.
tough
So just
whole
go to a
stuff.
coral reef then.
Yeah, so
All right, y'all. Before it gets too dry, let's double dip this time into our deep ocean color. I mean, I know we still have the other color there, but double dip into deep ocean and let's get some of our blue. We don't need a lot, just some of our blue. And let's just swipe some of that in there. This blush, feather blush, whatever you want to call it. I'm just pressing down lightly, and in doing so, pressing down lightly, I'm able to blend it back and forth. Now do the same thing, but if you are like me and your teal straight out of the tube is a little bit darker, then you can do the exact same thing with that teal. So again, you'll want to double dip in your deep sea and then get your straight out of the tube teal, tubular teal, and then pick a different spot or even overlap a bit. Swipe, swipe, swipe. You could honestly put any of this blush of color anywhere, like literally anywhere in this deep dark area. You could put more if you really love this effect or this blue.
I have a question, Hannah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Party Monster here. Are we just adding the blue as it is without it being mixed with anything in the bottom here?
We're grabbing some more of our deep ocean color,
Right.
and then the blue will be our double dip.
Got it.
So yeah, got a little blue on the top there.
Thank you.
Blush of blue. So now that we've done plenty of blushing of colors, pressing down lightly of colors, let's really exaggerate the depth of our ocean and put some really dark, deep ocean color in the corners. In fact, I think I only have it in this corner, but if you really want to exaggerate it to here, you're welcome to do that too. So we really want to push the limits of our blues. So again, we're in this whole double dipping, feathering, blushing phase. So let's grab our deep ocean again. A deep ocean. And then let's put a teensy tiny little corner, small amount of black. But before we put this black on top of our canvas though, let's just kind of tap it in there. Because it's a very strong color, right? We don't want to go onto the canvas like this. So we're just going to tap some of that black paint on the top there. Just to, tone it down. And then we can go in the very corner, pick a corner or both corners, and blush it in. I'm deciding, I've made a decision to go to the other corner as well, because why not? It's not in the original, but I kind of like that. And then finally, you can rinse your brush. Finally, you can rinse your brush after this. Now, again, we are going to want this this area down here to dry because we are going to want to, of course, put our sea creatures on top of it. But yes, we have this light that shines down as well. So we're not going to touch this portion just yet. We're going to turn our attention to the top area up here. And for that, we'll need our one of our round brushes. So the larger of the two that you have, so like a size 4, something like that. I like to rinse my brush ahead of time, so I'm going to do that. We used very dark colors, so I'm going to probably have to rinse it twice. So what I like to do when I'm using very strong colors is I like to rinse it, of course, but then take my napkin and then wipe it off. And if you see a lot of these streaks here, then clean it again, rinse it again. Wiping it again. There we go. Looks good. So I'll just set it aside. Okay. Now I have my round brush now. We're going to make all kinds of these kinds of brush strokes. We're going to jump around from this light teal. And if you have to make some more, go ahead and make some more right now. Because again, this is going to be our main color again. So light teal, but then we'll also make a light blue. And we may as well make a light aqua. Why not? So light teal, light blue, light aqua. Same ratios for each. So do like a lot of your white paint and a small amount of your color. So I'll just make my light teal first. So good amount of that. A little bit of teal. Try to match it as best as I can, but it really doesn't matter if it's not totally the same. These brush strokes that we're going to do, they're going to be different. They're going to be more squishy brush strokes. They're not going to be, what's the word? We're not going to try to blend these. Those squishy brush strokes.
Why are you not going to try to blend them?
Mostly because they're supposed to represent like abstract sparkles. And so those sparkles, they need a shape. So if we try to blend them, they're going to lose their shape. Okay, so I have my light teal. Let me just kind of wipe my brush off and let's make a light blue. So I'll just put this right here. So same ratios, just a generic light blue. There we go. And then we'll just make a light deep sea ocean. It's kind of a mouthful, but that's going to be a combination of a little bit of blue, a little bit of teal, lots of white. Light deep sea ocean. We're going to jump from color to color. One, two, three to start with, and probably we'll throw in some more.
And Hannah, what was the last combination?
That would be the light deep sea color. So that's going to be a little bit of blue, a little bit of teal, lots of white to make this color.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, here's my favorite question while you guys are mixing. Have you guys done anything creative or fun or interesting in the last month? And I've seen some of you guys from my other MS class.
I went to a rave.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Danced from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. with
Nice.
the greatest DJs. I felt like I was back in the womb. It was in my element. It was so healing. People were coming up to us. We love your energy. They were buying us water, ice cold water bottles. People were fanning us. It was a great example of effervescent collectiveness.
Oh my God, I love that for you. That sounds
Oh yeah.
so fun. I I don't know that I would be able to like dance for that long, but I would totally give it a try. Somebody invite me to a rave. I love that though. Sounds really fun. Anybody else?
Do you want to see the lined one that I was working on?
Yeah, yeah, let's do it.
Go get it.
Well, there we go.
Oh,
That's
so
pretty.
cute.
Look at those. That's what we did on Monday, this coming Monday. That's pretty. That's so intricate too. Way more, you have way more patience than I did for that one.
Yeah, but it took a while, right? That's why I had to finish it out the class, right? Oh,
It's good though. Looks really good. All right, y'all. Let's put some sparkles in this area up here. So I'll just start, just may as well start at the top, it doesn't really matter. Use just whichever color you created last. So for me, that's going to be like the dark deep sea color, or I'm sorry, the light deep sea color. And we're going to put these little, what would you call this shape? All these, whatever this shape is, it's going to curve with the rest of your lines. And they look separated right now. However, we have so many, so many. So I want you guys to jump back and forth. When you're done with one color, jump into the next light color. Put that on top, but then also spread it down too. Because, of course, this particular light teal is going to blend in with what I already have here. So you can just go further down. All of these colors are supposed to overlap. So I want you guys to go back and forth, up and down this whole area. Like it's mostly the top area, maybe about hand's width. My palm can kind of fit in that area. So around here. So I just did the light teal. Maybe I'll jump into the light blue. It's really tempting to want to blend them, but just try to just make the mark and go, paint and go. Some of my brush strokes are going to be a little bit thicker than others, and that's just the nature of making marks this quickly. Swipe and go over this entire area. And we'll just concentrate on these 3 specific light colors for now. But then in a moment, or in a few minutes, we'll add a little bit more of those other colors. A little more teal, a little more blue, and white. Y'all have questions? You guys all right? I feel like the addition of that little extra teal or little extra blue, that's going to create these little moments where you have that really nice jewel color coming through. Like the really nice oceany jewel color. So be sure to layer them. And it's totally fine to have maybe just a few random brush strokes that are a little bit further out. Gives it a little more character. Some of them are a little bit more light and thin, other ones not so much. But no matter what, I'm just going to keep on trying to overlap all of them. We want lots. It's real easy to forget to go over the edge also. See that? See how I overlap the edge of the painting? So don't forget to do that. I painted a mural today.
Nice.
Well, it was me and my friend Hannah, my other friend Hannah. Real person, I promise. She came up with the design and I was her helper today.
What was
We
it?
usually
What was the mural about?
It was at one of the hospitals that we work with patients in. They have like a lobby area, and it's like these five huge windows, and we do the mural on top of that. And so her theme was like end of summer. So it had like not purples. It had oranges and what is it? Oranges, teals, reds, yellows. She drew like a huge coffee mug, and the smoke or like the scent or smoke that came up from the coffee mug turned into like a mountain scenery that kind of like curled up.
Oh, wow.
Gotta find a picture. I'll get a picture in a minute. Yeah, it was a really cool design.
It feels too early to be the end of summer, but about probably like 3 or 4 weeks ago, especially 3 weeks ago, like all the plants around here were just like popping, they were like perfectly popping.
Yeah.
And then now I have droopy plants, and I'm seeing some of the brownish crispiness coming through.
Crispy. Yeah, yeah, it is very hot. But at least for that hospital, we're contracted to do 4 murals a year. So they're not gonna get another painting until October.
Yeah, but it's
Right.
already, I mean, I was more commenting on how already it's feeling like
Ah.
summer is, what? It's fading already?
Mhm.
It just got
Yeah.
here.
That's because it's colder than usual. I mean, here in San Diego.
Yeah, it's been cold, but today was hot, and hope tomorrow it's hot so I can go to the pool.
I wonder what that means for this winter. I wonder how our winter's gonna be. So I'm gonna grab a little bit more of really any of my light colors here. It doesn't matter which one. So I just got a lot of teal. So I'm gonna grab the light teal and then double dip in either your regular teal or your blue. Double dip, regular teal or blue. Just a little goes a long way. And then swipe, swipe, swipe on some spots and really jump around. Because we want these brush strokes to kind of blend in and like mix and smush with some of the other colors that aren't dry. See that? Some of them kind of smush together. You're going to do the same thing with your blue, or the opposite color, I should say. So grab some more of whichever of the light colors, and then just a teensy little bit of your opposite color, and then smush that in. Like I smushed it too much. Need to grab a little more. That way we have a pop of that color somewhere. Now when we add the white paint, it's just going to be on a few spots. It's not going to be a whole lot. You guys doing okay with it? I know I'm kind of going fast, but I want y'all to have time for your sea creatures. So I just kind of wiped off a little bit of the excess paint on my napkin, and I'm just gonna grab a teensy little bit of white just for a few extra sparkles. See that? Put that in, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 different spots, something like that.
Hey, can I show you mine real quick? I'm struggling. I was struggling with the blending at the beginning. Can I
Yeah,
show
go
you
ahead.
what it looks like real quick?
Yeah.
All right, let me
Yeah, once you turn your camera on, I can.
yes, ma'am.
Got you. I'll help you.
Ah. Oh, there I am.
There we go. I see you.
Not blurry. It's nice to see you. Not
Hey,
Oh, I love that.
did you? Okay.
They're so bright.
Okay.
Like the middle area especially. And I love that you can still like you can see the gradual what's the word? Like the weight of the ocean.
Okay.
You can see the weight of the ocean because there's so much water and you can tell.
Okay. Do I
So
need to
I
go
think
darker
that's
at the bottom or is that okay?
No, that's good. Keep
Okay.
it like that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
You're
thank you.
good. Beautiful.
Gracias.
I have a similar. Thank you, Vera, for being a little behind because I have a similar
I know
thing.
it's going fast.
Can I, yeah. I'm still working with the tools. Can I,
Yeah,
maybe I should save it so it doesn't all disappear and I go, whoa.
yeah. Challenge
Yeah,
me.
I wasn't following. Can I ask you to, like,
Yeah, are you there, Alexa? Can you spotlight Karen?
because, I had more aqua and then I realized, oh, teal has really got more green in it. So I had to,
Ooh.
but should it be darker on the bottom? I just added like a little white watercolor brush to the top because the
Yeah.
colors were too defined.
Yeah, I think that watercolor helped a lot. I don't think it needs like what I'm seeing is like a change in temperature, and I love seeing that. Like that gives me a sense of of depth.
Okay, because the bottom is actually darker, but
Oh, okay.
it's darker than what it looks like. It has black
Okay.
in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's even better. I would say keep it like that.
Okay. I just did it while Vera went, I have a question. And I'm like, so do I.
Yeah,
Temperature. Huh.
yeah, that's good.
Is it colder on the bottom?
Yeah, it looks freezing on the bottom. Like I don't want to be there. Like it's a good thing, for this painting.
This is a beautiful painting.
Thank you. Yay.
When it's done, it's going to be gorgeous. Wow.
Now I want to put in those rays of light in there now. So for that, we are gonna jump back to our flat brush. So even though some of these might still be a little bit wet, as long as they're not overly wet, it should be okay. Like if it drags a little bit of those colors through, that's okay because I feel like that just adds to it. So we're going to use a technique called a dry brushing technique. So that's where you have a dry-ish brush. I know we just used it, but I'm going to take my napkin and just kind of dry it off, as best as it can be dried off like this.
Oh, good. I have a dry brush tool. I use it sometimes, but now I'll see if it matches anything you're promoting.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. Now you see these streaks or these areas that are not they're not blended. They're definitely streaks, right? So that happens when we grab a little bit of paint. See that? Not a whole lot. Little bit on, and then tap a little off, just kind of somewhere. Little bit on, a little bit off. A little bit on. Sing to yourself. A little bit off. So with So I can still see the bristles. That's what we want. Tap, tap, tap. The bristles are still separated. That's the important part right there. We want to see the bristles. We want to be able to see the lines. So I'll just start in a small spot, like maybe somewhere up here. I'll just start up there. I know that all of my little streaks are going to radiate from the top here. So I'm just going to practice by going off the edge right here. And I know I want it to reach this general spot here. So very lightly, just kind of fling it. See that? That's not too bad. Fling it. Not bad. Now, in order to not get this kind of thing, see that? See how easy it is to make that kind of line? In order to avoid that, I'm going to grab a little more, and I'm going to try to squish it in there by really tapping it. Squish, 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 really get it in there. Still want to see those bristles, but at least we have more pink in there. So see if I can press down lightly. Wipe. Sometimes I feel like it helps start up here. Start at the top. Now, right now, they're pretty chunky. Like, they're the same size as the brush. Okay? So, in a moment, we will fix that a little bit. Like, we'll use this side of the brush instead. But just spread it around. Start on the top here. Refill as often as you need to, okay? So tap, tap, tap. And then really squish it in there. Squish it in. Make sure there's plenty of white paint in there, but you can still see the bristles. So now,
Finish it out the little curved lines that we just did before. Be dry before we do this, or they don't have to be.
No, they don't have to be dry. They can be wet.
Okay.
So in order to decrease some of that chunkiness, like that very clearly square shape made by the brush, we can move it to the thin side of the brush. So use this side. So do the same thing, but we're just using this side. Now you will have to press down much more lightly, but it definitely helps. Now for me, you see how bright those are? I'm actually, if yours are coming out really, really bright, then try to maybe tap some of that off. Tap some of that off on your napkin. Much better. You can always go back to like the chunky side too.
I made a big mistake.
What'd you do?
Too much paint on the bottom of my gray.
You might be able to go over it, like maybe from the edge if you can, or maybe from the top.
About if I put a little water and try and erase it?
Try to do that, yeah.
I don't know. Let's give it a shot.
I was getting worried, Marcy, you were enjoying it too much.
Oh. Oh, geez, the water, you know what the water did?
What'd it do?
It lightened up the paint for some reason, made it worse.
It lightened it?
Yeah.
Dang. Here, let's okay, so I have this area right here that's like
Yeah,
a
that's
little
what
too
I'm talking
chunky.
about. Yeah.
Let's backtrack, okay? If you're kind of like that and you kind of want to We disguise some of those areas too, like me. Let's wipe that white paint off. I'm not gonna rinse it, okay? Just want to wipe it off. And let's see if we can reverse it and maybe put some of our deep ocean color, or even blue should be okay. I have some of my deep ocean color right here. And I'm also going to tap that deep ocean color in there. I don't want it to be too light, so I got to check it. So far, so good.
Oh, too dark.
Well, it should be able to even out though, because we're balancing it out. Because once you add a little too much of one color, you want to balance it with the other.
Right.
So I have that deep ocean color, and let's try to backtrack. So I'm going to go up instead. Because you know how.
Oh my God.
Oh no, Marcy.
Ah,
Marcy.
Marcy's in the house.
I wanna show y'all first though. You see how I went over that? The opposite direction. Balance it with the opposite color, opposite direction. Now, Marcy, I am happy to see it if you want to show me.
let me see if I can balance it, but I don't. Yeah, let me show you. I'm not happy with that at all. Let me just wait 1 second, please. I might be able, maybe, I don't know, maybe with the fishies, we can fix it with the fish.
Yeah, you can cover it.
You see this here?
Oh, that part right there?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like the graininess of the camera. It doesn't look bad at all.
It looks fine. I'm sitting here, I'm
It
like,
does
where
look
is it?
good.
I'm squinting.
You see it right here?
Yeah, right there. Yeah, I do see it now. Like now that you pointed it out, yeah, I see it now.
I'll have to.
But you can cover that up with a sea turtle or a manta
Yeah,
ray.
maybe I can do something with the.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get a smaller brush maybe and put in a little tiny streaks in between it. Let me dry brush for a small brush and see.
Yeah. You may not even need to do anything, honestly.
There we go. The small brush,
Mm-hmm.
I just took the small brush and just kind of.
Oh, so you put those light streaks using your tiny brush?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
put
that's
in
a good idea.
streaks to lighten it up, but
Yeah.
yeah, there we go. Thank you, Hannah.
No, thank you. You guys, now I can show you guys that yes, you indeed can do it with a different brush.
It's still a little wacky, but
No, I like that. No, this is good. See, I'm using the tiny brush to create like individual streaks. Thanks, Marcy.
maybe a little lighter too. Maybe I'll put a little lighter streaks in there.
It's amazing to me how you can recreate, I mean, it looks so close to your original. Like, I don't even know. I'm just still in the background.
Well, did you know, Karen, I've been teaching art for almost 10 years now.
Uh-huh.
Like, I think I
You know what
started.
you mean you know what you're doing. Wow, I didn't know that.
I think I've been teaching since I was 26.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be 36 this year, so yeah.
Wow.
But like this is what I've been doing. Like I've been because I started off at one of those like paint and sip places where my job was to recreate the painting and teach other people while they were drunk. So that's fun.
Hey, Hannah.
Uh-huh.
Must be nice to be 36.
Aw.
Yeah, but I knew her when she
You
was
feel good.
No
33.
doubt. I would say the same thing. Youngin.
33 was different. I remember when she was 33. That was the first time we actually met in person.
Real wow, 3 years ago. Crazy.
I'm like, she's only 33 now. She's on her way to middle age.
I am. I just found out yesterday
That you go on your way to middle age?
Yes, they call because I was in the hospital yesterday too. And what was I saying? I was talking to somebody And somebody had mentioned that the age of the age of geriatric maternity patients is like 35 or 36.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
35.
It is. I was considered that when I was pregnant with my youngest daughter, who's now
Yeah.
a freshman in high school. But I was like, what? My family has kids into their 40s. I'm not
How many
geriatric.
kids do you have, Vera? Because you always have a lot of kids in these pictures.
Oh, I have three, but I'm one of five, and and my mom is one of eight. So we always have cousins and nieces and nephews. Everybody's around. So I have three. So I have a 21, 19, and 14.
21, 19, and 14.
Hmm.
Oh, okay, 14. Oh.
I had my last one, I was 41.
Mm.
You were
Actually,
how
yeah,
old?
she's 37 now.
But you were how old, Mark?
41 when I had my last one.
Wait, so how old are you? I can't do the math, but you're close to my age.
I'm 67.
Oh, 67. Okay. I thought you were.
Yeah.
That math didn't work out for me. I thought you were younger than me.
So I want to teach you guys how to do some fishies first. Make some fish. Let's paint some fish.
Yeah, I was about to
Uh,
say, are we painting fish or cooking it? Because you said you were going to show us
right?
how to make some fish. So I just
We're
wanted some
making fish,
clarification.
guys. Turning into a cooking class.
Is that where that smoke's coming from? You got a fryer in there?
Oh yeah, we got fryer. Yeah, air fryer. All right, guys. So I want to make I'm not going to use black. I want to gray it up a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit of white paint to my black. So I'm just going to grab some of this here, set it aside. It's all right if it's got a little bit of blue specks in it. That's okay. We're just going for a very dark gray. So I'm just going to add a little white to it. So just a dark gray here. Didn't change it up too much. Now let's start off with the medium-sized fishies, and then we can go and just do the small ones, and then I'll show you how to do the larger ones. Now we're not going to spend very much time on the fishies just because we've got these other guys to create too. So, but the fishies are definitely one of the very first ones. Ignore that. I don't know where that little bit of paint came from. But all of these little fish that you see in the background here, those are just dashes. That's all. The same kind of dashes that you have here, but down here. Dash, dash, dash. I'm going to try to keep them moving the same direction. Dash, dash, dash. And you can use your tiniest brush if that's easier for you. Or you can use your next size up. It's whichever one is easier for you. But I'm gonna refill maybe every 4 or 5 fishies. And again, I'm gonna try to move the same direction. So some of them I'm just naturally pressing down a little bit harder. And that's what creates some bigger fish. And then some of them are a little bit lighter. And that's going to create the smaller fish. It's nice to have a few up here, even if they're not quite going along with the rest of the school fish. It's just nice to have some up there. So that's the medium and small fish. And you can always add more later on too. Say maybe we get towards the end of class, you already have your jellyfish in there. You feel like you need a little more fish, you can always add more, okay? For our larger fish, I want you to pick a couple of fish in here that you'd like to make bigger. Make them bigger. So same shape, except I'm just going to exaggerate that kind of like elongated shape. So fill my brush up. Maybe I'll pick this guy. So this guy still got a pointy nose, but he's got a rounder body. So that elongated football shape. So pick that guy and make him bigger. Now fish, they've got the two fins in the back, but then also one at the top and then one at the, or maybe a couple at the bottom. So let's create the little back fins here. I'm gonna try to press down lightly. Try to, being the key word. This is why if you really need to switch over to that tiny brush, go ahead and do so. And then they've got like a fin at the top, and then two fins at the bottom. I mean, these fish can be facing any direction. Nobody's gonna sit there counting how many fins your fish have, okay? So if you miss one, that's okay. So I'm just gonna pick this guy too. So again, let's make him bigger. Got that tummy. Going to give him a
Oh,
fin. Mhm.
is it just the light? I mean, your fish have, or you put the fins in with the white.
Oh, there's no white. It's just wet, so it's
It's
sparkly.
the light, the texture, but can you, I don't know, can you see on the video? It looks so cool.
Yeah,
It
it
looks like
looks
it's
like
shimmering, right?
silver.
Yeah, there's different patterns on
Yeah.
them.
Totally did that on purpose. Yeah. Totally on purpose.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like, how long have you been doing this? You know what you're doing.
So I really didn't. Just the light. It's a trick of the light. Maybe I'll just choose one more fishy for now. This guy right here. One more fish. So gonna have the back fins.
I
Whoops.
wish people didn't bring up the cooking thing because I mean I'm a pretty decent cook. There's some things I do really well. I mean, right now I can't really cook anymore, but I've never been able to be a good fish cooker. I mean, it's never terrible that I'm gonna throw it out, but I never go, that was good. Yeah, which
Aw.
I normally do whenever I make. Oh, that's really good. And the fish, it was like, what did I do wrong?
Aw. It makes me sad. What about salmon? You like salmon?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Salmon. What? The only thing actually I was good at, but I don't barbecue anymore, was trout. I would do barbecue trout because it's
Oh,
nice mild fish, but it was nice barbecue. It has a little.
really good.
Now I could barely light the stove.
I used to cook. Well, I used to work at a local grocery store here in Texas, HEB, and I worked in their sampling department.
Oh, you'd
And
be perfect for that.
You were one of
oh,
my
I
favorite people at
loved it.
HEB then.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love the sampling.
Love HEB. I love being the person to give out food to people because people were so nice to me. So I
Can
loved
I have
that.
more? Can I have a bigger piece?
Yes, actually. But my particular store had two different kitchens. And so these kitchens came with like a full stove, microwave, the works. I'm sorry, I had three kitchens actually. So I got to cook in some of those kitchens and serve people different foods that we were trying to advertise. And sometimes they would have like fish recipes for me to cook for people. And that was just, it was a lot of fun because I got to experiment. I mean, they always had like different recipes and directions, but the seafood people really knew what they were doing. And so if I didn't know anything about a certain fish or how to cook a certain fish, I'd just ask them. And it's like they knew exactly how the fish tastes, and they'd give me all my talking points and they'd tell me how to cook it. And
So what's the secret?
well, I know that there's this red snapper, and it like curls up when you cook it, and that's normal. It's been so long since I worked there, though.
I don't know. I mean, everybody always says, "Oh, it's because you didn't, you let it cook too long." I mean, I think that
Mhm.
might be the secret. Like take it off before you think it's done.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I guess it depends on the fish. Um, so I want to teach you guys how to do our little sea turtle back here. And then I'll jump to our jellyfish. And then I'll jump to our manta ray back here. I'm going in order of which ones I think will be easiest. But let me know if you think differently. Like if you think jellyfishes might be easiest, let me know. So this little guy up here, do as many of little turtles as you want, okay? But I'm gonna draw a circle, which I'm gonna shape differently. So that same gray that we made for all of our fish, that's what I'll use up here. I am gonna water down my gray though just a little bit because that little bit of water will help it to go a little bit more smoothly. So there we go. Tiny bit of water, and maybe I'll add just a little bit more. I'm not looking for anything watery, just smoother. And this is my thinnest brush, okay? Curious about what the kids are yelling. I don't know if y'all can hear, but the kids are yelling, and I hear Michaela saying, "Don't put people down." So I'm like, what's going on?
Wow, that's impressive that she's having that sensitivity.
I know. I'm impressed too. What are you talking about? Okay. Let's see. So I'm gonna draw a circle first, and then I'll just kind of make it just a little bit pointy. Circle. Now I am going to water it down just a little bit more. Oh, there we go. Circle, but then kind of have it come out to a point because kind of like at the bottom there, because at the bottom we have the tail. And they seem to have, like sea turtles, they seem to have broad shoulders. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to leave plenty of space for more broad shoulders. Like that. So I'm elongating the bottom. Now this sea turtle is much larger than that guy right there. I didn't do that on purpose. That was not intentional. Okay. Now I can make the head. So I'm gonna make like a dash or a dot of some sort. But then I'm gonna connect it to the neck.
Bless you.
So that's the head, and then that's the neck. Now in the original, they're kind of blurred together, but that's probably just because it's so small. Now when I make the arms right here, I'm gonna make the length of the arm first, but then I'm gonna go ahead and like create like the flipper. Is that what we call it? The flipper? So the length of it is gonna come out like that. It's gonna look really funny at first. Gonna come out like that. That's how long it is. It's like they have like the long arm, like the arm here, but then it like thickens at the end to become the flipper. So it's like that. Okay, that sounds like she's lecturing all the boys. I don't know what's going on. Now the legs are gonna come out here. Again, I'm gonna make the length of it about the same length. And then same thing. Like a little sea angel. Now, when I do the jellyfish, I'm actually not going to use black. Jellyfish, at least this one right here, is created using like a medium blue. It's not really a light blue, it's like a medium blue. For the core, like for the inside of the jellyfish, but then it's outlined with teal. Outlined with teal, and it's got some little white dots on it. So the core of our jellyfish, the main color is going to be like a light-ish, medium-ish blue. And then again, outlined using teal. So let's go ahead and make that blue. Feel free to use whatever color you want for your jellyfish, though. Okay, like if you want a silver jellyfish, that might be cool. Silver. What else? Purple. Purple jellyfish. Pink jellyfish. So I'm gonna get my inside jellyfish color blue with a little bit of white. You don't need a lot. Just want to lighten up the blue. It's probably a little too much white. Again, I want to add a little bit of water just to, spread the paint. It's not so mushy. So the core of my jellyfish, it can be anywhere. So maybe I'll make this guy right here. Got a little blob shape. It's round. And we'll just make a few tentacles that kind of stretch down. Stretch down from the center, and maybe some of them go out. Doing okay. Is there anybody who wants me to do a different sea creature than what we see?
Hannah, I think it'd be cool if you could figure out like an alien and sea creature or Nessie or something like that.
What about the spaceship?
Hoping somebody would say that. I was thinking spaceship too. Like maybe something that's a bit more, I don't know, round or spherical. I don't know. Mermaid, maybe. Okay, so I want to make the outside side of my jellyfish. So a little bit of white in my teal, like a medium teal. Not a ton of white in there. Again, I want a little bit of water to make it smoother. And then let's just outline and just define the shape here. This is where we can get that classic jellyfish shape. And we can also add a few tentacles that are this color too. At least for this one, I thought it'd be cool to add it mostly at the bottom there. Like separate tentacles. So I've outlined and shaped my jellyfish. Now, you can just add a few little shine spots. So just a little bit of white, tiny bit of white there, and then just tap a few little shiny spots. My little jellyfish is glowing. Let me know if you guys need me to repeat anything. I'm going to start to, I guess, break down the manta ray here. So this manta ray is actually just a similar color to our deep sea color down here, except it's just got a little bit more blue, that's all. So color, it's just got a little extra blue to it. So I'll break it down shape by shape. But what we're seeing right here, this peak here, this peak and this peak, those are like the longest portions of like the fins. These are supposed to be the longest portions of the fins. And then these peaks right here, that's like the front part, like the part that kind of, I guess you can't really see me very well, but like it goes out like this. So that's what that is. And then this is kind of like its longest wingspan. So let me make a little bit more of that deep sea color. And again, I am going to use my tiniest brush. So deep sea color, that's going to be that blue. It's going to be teal, blue, teal, a little bit of black, but then I'm going to go back and add a little extra blue. Blue, teal, black, extra blue. Oops, that's a little too much black paint. Pour a little more out. There we go. Now, be sure to add a little extra water again, just to make it more smooth. A little extra water. Now it's gonna look a little funny at first, especially because we're making it body part by body part, piece by piece. So even though you don't see it here, I started by creating the body first. Even though it gets covered up completely, I did go in and start with the body. So the body is just an elongated, like an elliptical shape. Oops. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let me know if I need to darken it. It's very similar to the fish, actually. It's an elliptical shape. It just kind of gives us something to start with. I'm going to make that easier to see. Okay. Take more of that same blue. Same thing. And let's create this part right here. So remember how I said like that's like the top here, top of its head, that part. Just a little point. Almost looks like a unicorn horn or something. So just a little point. But then we have another point where we just kind of like make this wingspan up here. So we're just going to take more of that and make it spread up. Make it move up to a point. It's moved up to a point. Now, if yours is lopsided, that's okay. If it's not lopsided, that's okay too. Like I said, it's all gonna look a little funny at first. Almost looks like a sunfish. Have you guys seen those? Like they're the, look at that, those vertical fish.
Again, all those little textures, they look so cute, even though you didn't intend it.
Yeah. Shiny little fish. Okay. So let's see if we can remember what we just painted. So that body right there, most of that body, that elliptic shape, most of that's going to be covered up. We just created like that. What do you even call that? Like these little things, the horns at the top of the head. That's what that is. And then this is the length of the wingspan. So now we're going to add black paint to our color here. Let's make it much darker. Just a small portion. We don't need to add black paint to this entire section here. Just black paint to a small portion should be just fine. And honestly, it looks exactly like that gray. So if you want to just use that gray, I'm sure that's fine. Added water, because again, we want it to go smooth. To be smooth. So added water. So again, we want to start off with the horns up here. That's just what I'm going to call it. The horns. We're basically mimicking this shape, but in the front. Mimic the shape, but put it in the front. I see my little, like the manta ray forehead right here. His forehead's right there. So let's just create this little part, this little horn, and let's mimic and move up. Now it does kind of move over. It does kind of, what's the word? Doesn't quite mimic 100%, but it's still that wingspan shape. It's still that same shape. Bring it down, same shape, bring it down. Meet the bottom there. That same wingspan shape, but it just kind of goes upward. And then we'll draw the tail in a minute. All of this, we can just fill this in. That entire wing area, just fill that in. Fill it all in. Again, we'll make the tail in a minute. And then just once you've got it all filled in, then you see the curve of its belly down here, the curve of its stomach. The tail just follows along that curve, but it just goes beyond that. So same thing, the tail goes beyond that curve. Beyond the curve. And there you go. Little manta ray. Big manta ray. Does anyone need me to repeat that? If you're watching the recording, at least you get to rewind it. I think I'm just gonna create like little obelisk shape back here. That's gonna be my UAP. Is that what it is? UAP, those are the ones. Unidentified. Oh no, those are unidentified aerial phenomena. So then what do they call if they're in the ocean?
Well, JP, what do you think? You're our resident expert.
He's calling it an unidentified
submersible
or submerged
USO.
a USO.
A USO.
Oh my
okay.
gosh.
USO.
UFO.
I'm gonna make a USO. Okay. Wait, now is that what you call it, or is that the official term?
No, that's the kooks. I mean, the UFO analysts, they say it's a unidentified submerged or submersible object. It's great. Out in California, there's some ledge off the coast of LA, San Diego, that they say it's a headquarters for them.
A headquarters?
Yeah,
No way.
headquarters for the USOs.
How do they know it's the headquarters?
From you'll see it.
Wow. Let's draw our USO. I'm just gonna draw like an obelisk, like a round shape. Like,
yeah, it looks like a UFO, but it's under the water.
Interesting. So maybe I'll go with a gray that's pretty similar to this, so that kind of like looks like it's in the background.
Oh yeah.
Maybe honestly, maybe even lighter than this. Let me see. Not that light. This looks like a little bean. Maybe if I add a little more teal to it. Let's see. Now, is there anybody who wants me to help them with another sea creature?
Can you draw a shark, Hannah?
Ooh, a shark!
Yay!
Yeah, let's do like maybe our shark is up here so we can see its tummy.
Yay!
Okay, so I want the same color that I used for my turtle. So let's go back to that gray. Maybe I'm just gonna steal this color. Watered down, of course. Cool. The
Hannah,
neighbor's
we
calling
turned.
me.
Yeah, I was about to say, oh my gosh, this is immersive.
There we go. I'll send them to voicemail. Okay. So our shark, let's see. Some sharks have noses that are not quite as pointy. So I guess it just depends on what kind of shark you want. But we'll start off like this. General elongated shape. And then we can modify the nose afterwards. So like maybe I want it to curve downwards. So I'm going to think about that. Some sharks are a little bit more nose heavy, so they've got more weight up here. But no matter what, we're just gonna draw out our shape first. And we'll elongate it as we go. So maybe I want mine to be more like a tiger shark. And if I remember correctly, I think tiger sharks, I think their noses are a little bit more flat at the end. I could be very wrong though. Yeah, if I'm wrong, let me know. I'm not a shark expert, although I would love to learn about them.
And they would love to learn about you.
I bet.
So, Hannah, from now on, we will mention that you are an inspiring shark enthusiast.
Thank you. Thank you. That's my title. I'm an aspiring shark enthusiast.
An expiring or aspiring?
Hopefully not expiring. I mean, my conversation at the hospital yesterday was not very nice. So let's see our little fins back here. Let's see if we can. That. And then, of course, they have the fins that come out like that. Remind me, though, are shark fins more triangular or is it more triangular?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Do they have? No, I think that's it. Probably should have looked up a shark before this.
I haven't even gotten to the fishies, but I'm having a good time.
Good.
I'm at the party. I guess because the party monster's here.
Our monster's here. That's right. So like. all these pictures of sharks are from the side. Okay. Okay, so they're not thin here, they're thicker. There we go. There we go. Okay. They're not giving it giving him an arm is a lot better. And they have like two tiny little fins sticking out on the bottom too. Like that.
Can I share really quick because I have to get up early for work?
Yes, I'm
Yes,
coming to
let's
get
share
you.
now.
Oh, wow.
Laurel, look at that. I love
love
it.
it.
The manta ray. You're so good with it. Even the turtle. I feel like your
The
turtle.
turtle's so cute.
I know. It looks way more realistic than mine.
I did that project last year with fabric, and it was all the sea life. So
Oh,
I was cutting out so many shapes, so I had that advantage.
that is so pretty, though.
I don't like I don't know, some of the streets, but
Really? I was just admiring the one that's closest to the manta ray there. I
here,
love that one.
well, something messed up, and there's a huge white dot, so I was trying to cover it up.
Oh,
There's like a blob right there. Look,
no, I love that one.
Yeah, it looks great.
It's very deep. Oh, hi,
babies. Hi, babies.
little babies. Pretty.
they say
Pet them.
bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you, Laurel.
You're welcome. Bye. Have a good weekend.
Yeah, you too.
And Party Monster, I think you want to share as well.
I'm just putting some finishing touches on. I'll be right there.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
JP, I see you.
Oh,
There's
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh,
and
wow.
Oh,
Nessie.
turn the
That's
audio.
impressive, Nessie.
So I took the advantage or the artistic whatever they call it, and that's a Loch Ness monster,
Is that amazing?
and that's a USO. That's way underneath with spotlights looking for stuff.
Yeah, that's a really.
And I got to
good
turn
show.
my audio on. I
JP,
can't.
It's amazing.
Why can't I? Maybe that's it. I
Thanks,
couldn't hear
JP, one of
everybody.
your bests.
I know.
Seriously.
I was thinking that too.
That's a really good dinosaur.
I love Nessie and the
Well, you never know
USO.
what's down underneath, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Got that right. That's
Excellent
that's
work.
an entire. I love it. That's entire the ocean floor down there.
Well, thank you all.
Thank
I will
you.
stand by to see everybody else's works.
Love it. Thank you.
All right, let's party.
Yay. Oh! Is that? Oh, it's a jellyfish.
How do I do this?
Maybe if you put it next to your face like
Yeah.
this.
In front of your face, you won't be able to see it, but we can see your face clearly. And then back.
Oh, we had
You gotta
you
go
see a little
back.
bit when it's
Your head
under.
up like that.
Why does that happen?
I don't know why that.
Because you got to cover your face, because we could see your face and we could see your fingers. So
If you peek your head out like from the top there, like we can see your eyes.
Yeah.
and now you got to stand. Oh,
There we go. I
Wait,
love how
almost.
crystal clear, like that short glimpse I got from it.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. There you
There
go.
it is. That looks like a crystal clear water up at the top.
Oh, there you go. Look
Wow.
Look at that. Look at all the fish at the bottom. That manta ray is so good too.
Thank you.
Excellent
Yes,
work.
it's
And as always,
beautiful.
thanks for partying with us.
Thank you so much. You are all beautiful from the inside out and beyond. And
Thank you.
I
Thank
love you
you.
all. Gotta go. Guess where I'm going right now?
Where?
Where you
You're
going?
gonna go party? Are you gonna go to a rave?
Going to a party.
Yeah.
You were
know
just
what I say
at a
when-
party.
What I say when someone asks me if I want to go to a party?
What do you say?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
Have a good night, everyone.
You
Good
too.
night.
Bye.
Marcy.
Hey, Marcy, look at you. Look at your fish. So many details
Wow,
there. Yeah, that manta ray is so good too. I'm loving like all of it.
The jellyfish what didn't come out too good either, huh? The little tentacles.
What are you talking about? I love
Yeah.
green
Wait till you
jellyfish.
see mine.
I think I'm gonna lengthen some of them instead of being such even
Yeah,
length.
maybe just one or two, like
Yeah,
make it
I
a
think
little bit longer.
too.
Yeah.
The seed is okay otherwise?
Aw,
And I
I
all
love
the
it
with the
though.
fins.
Nice.
Then I blended in I tried to blend in
Yeah, that part right there.
yeah,
It looks like the light shining specifically on the
that,
manta ray.
that guy, right? Yeah.
That part, yeah.
But
Beautiful.
nothing beats the Loch Ness Monster and the UFO. That was awesome.
That is so good. Thank you,
Thank you so
Marcy.
You're
much. Who
welcome.
else is
Thank you.
next?
Thank you.
Marcy, I
Shannon.
love that lion behind you.
Oh, that's actually paper mache.
Sharon, I look at that. Look at your shark.
Yes, the shark is great.
Wow.
I know. Same thing with your manta ray too. That's so pretty.
Awesome.
Your little jellyfish.
Yeah.
I love it.
Needs a lot of help.
You know what? It really looks like I'm looking at your turtle right now, your sea turtle. It looks like your sea turtle is further back. And I wonder
Right.
if that's because you use like a lighter gray.
I did.
Yeah. See, that's a really good idea. Oh, very good. I'm just loving your
That's
scarf too.
fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My favorite part of the evening. I love seeing everyone's work.
Susie? I'm
Susie, is that you? There you go. There's your shark too. Look at that.
The turtle's so cute.
I'm so glad you used purple.
Yeah, the purple.
Yeah, so cute. I feel like we can see more of the top of the manta ray.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's just a different perspective. But it's really good. It's all really good.
Yes,
thank
I
you.
love it.
I know, seriously. Like all of you guys are doing so well, especially you, Susie, on like the light rays that are coming down.
Oh, thank you.
I love that part. Man.
Anybody else like to share?
I think I'm ready enough.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see.
It's a little wet, so I have to be careful.
It's gonna be blurry again, but
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Oops.
Oh, that's so pretty. I love your octopus. I'm not your octopus, your jellyfish.
Oh, it's great. Yes, I love a jellyfish.
Put it up a little higher.
Yeah,
Just a little higher so we can see the whole thing.
It looks like there's like the Mariana Trench. Like there's the two like the two tectonic plates and then it like jets down. That's what I'm seeing down there.
I didn't think I'd be able to get this one, but I'm happy with it.
You did great, seriously. But I especially love the top part. Like there's something about the teal that you mixed at the top, that light teal. I think it's just light enough. So pretty.
Well, thank you, Hannah. It was always fun.
Yeah, thank you. So pretty, guys.
I didn't do animals, but I still like what I got so far.
Yeah.
Because I always sit and do this, later on.
Yeah.
I'll show you instead of being shy.
Let's see.
Where's Karen? Where's Karen?
We're trying to find you, Karen.
There we go. There it is.
Oh, wow.
Those
Beautiful.
light rays. That's
I'm trying to give you the right color scheme.
That's pretty though.
Pretty.
It almost looks like you already have fish back there.
Which one's the bottom and the top? Yeah, I mean, I'm using the dry brush thing, and I'm just I'm not copying what you're doing. I mean, I'm doing as best as I can, but Yeah, I'll see because I just took snapshots and
Yeah.
I don't work on my own. So, I'll just sit here for a couple hours, put little things in there, but at least I have something that
It's beautiful.
feels
I love it.
I
good.
know it's gorgeous. Like I know you're asking about gradients and what exactly a gradient is, and I feel like the gradient is really nice. Like it transitions really nicely from the top to the deep part.
Oh, good. And, it's interesting because I just I don't remember what I did, but I wound up doing the streaks, and then I'm putting things on top, and it's just kind of working,
Mhm.
to go on layers, and maybe I haven't done layers for this thing, but maybe I'll put the animals or the fishies in a layer,
That's a good
rather
idea.
than.
Yeah, that's a
But
good
I'm also proud of myself that I'm staying with the integrity. You know, I
idea.
mean, even with the Monday class, I'm like, I'm staying with the integrity. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be amazing.
But it is amazing
It
already.
has to be an amazing experience.
There you go. I love this. Anybody else want to share?
I'm
Let's see. I
looking.
want to get a picture of both of yours.
Yeah.
I don't always catch people's names, but when it's Hannah's, I always recognize her fingers. But I was able to get people's names this time.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
We got
See Vera
some others
taking-
taking pictures, so we'll wait.
Oh, I gotta see Vera's.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go. So, bye. Thank you.
Well, good
Bye.
night.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Oh,
I
they're
like
so
that one.
beautiful.
Yeah, your jellyfish is so pretty.
Oh, that is my most unfavorite part. So thank you.
Really? That's what
Yes.
really stands out. It looks like it's glowing.
I thank you.
Good night, JP. It looks like it's glowing. There's something about like those particular shades of colors that you used.
Mhm.
Almost looks purple, but I can tell now it's blue, right?
Mhm.
It's a little bit of like a lavender and blue mixed
Oh, it-
together and white.
Oh, that is really pretty.
I love that you came up with your own colors.
Yeah. Seriously, it's so pretty.
Y'all are very kind. I appreciate it. I'm not very
Yeah.
happy with my little what's it he said the light piercing through, but I'll fix
Oh,
it.
the
I'll work
rays.
on it.
Oh, the rays. I like the rays. I was just looking at them too.
One by the manta ray's tail, it just got real blobby. I was like, oh man, but oh well.
That
We'll
one.
do.
That's all right. You can always go back in with your tiniest brush, your small brush, and like Marcy was doing, just like putting little lines next to it.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
Yeah, but it's lovely. Like I'm
Very
really
kind. Thank
loving how deep it looks.
I love it too that it kind of looks like the sky as well. Like
Yes.
the sky and the water is really the same. I mean, it was like, when they go, God created the earth and the heaven, and it's separated. So it's just
Aw.
kind of, or even upside down, like the teal looks like an upside down thing. It's like, who's to say what's up, what's down?
I know, especially when you're in the ocean. Hi,
Yeah,
Jack.
that's true. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are always so kind.
Love it.
Well,
I'm
thanks
always
for
very
coming. We
impressed on
appreciate
how
you.
I love everybody's interpretation. I love seeing everybody's interpretation.
Jackson wants to say
That's the
hi.
magic.
Yes, for sure.
Baby boy.
What are you doing there? Hannah with the that's the tail. I was like, what are
Aw.
you painting on there? It's like, what black brush are you using
Hi,
now?
Jack.
We're
Hi,
continuing
heart
the
butt
baby.
boy.
That would be fun, do a cat painting.
Yeah, there's another painting I thought about bringing to you guys, which I can show you guys another time. Maybe I've shown you already. I don't remember. But does anybody else want to show their work? We okay?
Can I show my little doodle I did? I saw a little video the other day.
Yeah.
Prior to us, it was a chick that's teaching slow drawing, and she did this was called artichoke. Oop, hold on, let me unlearn.
Ooh.
And so it's what she called it. You know how you called your little doodles different things?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So this one, she called it slow drawing, and it was um, called artichoke. So you start in the corner,
Oh, pretty.
and then
Yeah.
you start in the corner and you just build on it. So I started in the corner, this corner over here, and you just keep on going and keep on going, and they just go on each other's shoulder.
And
So it's just the same pattern.
They look
And then
like domes, or like they don't, they look human, animal-like. They look
yes,
alive, like not.
almost like scales, right?
like scales from a pangolin.
Yes, yes,
From a
exactly.
what?
Yeah, a pangolin.
Yeah,
It's a-
definitely a pangolin.
What's a pangolin?
It's like an armadillo, except it's in Africa, and the scales are shaped just like that.
Yeah. So that's true. She called it artichoke, and of course hers is much better because she's the artist. But then she started off with the big ones, and she did it in a square frame, and then she did a rectangular frame like this one over here, and she did little tiny ones. So this one has started, and I'm not finished with it. But you just fill the whole page with those tiny little shapes.
Tiny ones.
Yeah, that's gonna take a while, but that was fun.
So it's so simple though, but the impact is just
Yeah.
tremendous.
Yeah, you can feel the movement.
Yes,
And it is
exactly.
so relaxing. Like we all said the other night, it's just so calming.
It's giving me, this is terrible. Show it again. This is a terrible thing that used to happen. I mean, there were these cups, these mugs you can buy, about like 20, 30 years ago. And it would look like these little animals like this. And then when you looked, they were having sex.
Oh my God.
Have you ever seen those things from that time? It was like, there's elephants, there's bunnies, and you're like, what? What?
None of that going on here, Karen. Out of my
Wow. That was funny though.
Well, this was my other thing from Monday, that even though it's unfinished, it's like it really was very Zen-like for me, to do this. And then I realized, well, I actually like it unfinished. Because you see, there's those little lines on the bottom.
Yeah, it's a little hard to see with the glare, but I can see it. Kim, good night, Kim. Good to see you.
I know I can't get but when I stare at it, I go, I did
Night,
that.
Sharon.
Night.
Did I do that?
For coming.
So don't call it Zen tangles. It's just still meditating.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you can't see it with the
And
glare.
it's so simple. I love how something simple like that can just be so calming.
Maybe for September we can do something like that for AnCan.
Don't call it Zen tangles.
No, that's called.
Even though it really felt very meditative to me to do it, and I have to really resist going, oh, they want to, everybody wants to finish and I can't finish because I don't, I want to stay with, like, even what I did now without any fishies. I still feel like, oh, I like looking at it.
Yeah, there's a lot of texture that you were able to create, and texture and depth.
And I didn't think I was getting it. And then, to just trust myself, like just keep going with it. Just see where it goes.
Yeah.
Hey, Marcy, do you mind if I see yours again? You're always inspiring me.
I already put it in the gallery.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There we go. Yeah, take a picture of it.
Do you see how I lengthened the tentacles a little?
Yes, and you curled them. That was a good idea.
Made a difference,
Are you happy with them now?
Yeah, I love this. I love this picture because my background is all like nautical. So.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love that. You have a theme. I love that.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna frame this one and find a spot on the wall there.
I love how delicate the tentacles are.
Yes. They were. They're
very pretty. I love it. Well, thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the painting. And yeah, I guess we'll see y'all next month. And if you want to do this painting again, we will have a recording. Okay. Alexa, is there anything else you want to say?
Thank you, everybody, so much for coming. We will see y'all around. And as always, it has been a pleasure. See you soon. Good night, everybody.
Thank you so much.